Well, hello. Um, Today is actually the 30th of April, and the video that you're about to see is for last week's vlog. I fell off the wagon because I had a lot of stuff going on and sick pups and didn't think about filming or vlogging, and I apologize. So, I have that to post right after this. This is basically, I guess, what you would call the intro. So we're going to get that going. And it's unedited. So that is not like me. But it is unedited. So there's probably stuff in there that y'all will not watch, and that's completely fine. But here we go. This vlog that you're about to see is for last week. I will vlog for today. I am going to be wearing the same shirt, so when you see that video next week, don't think anything of it. Good morning, everyone. It is 5:30 on Tuesday the 22nd. I just realized I need to mark off the day on my calendar. Tuesday the 22nd of April. And I know I did not vlog last week. I was not feeling well still. But I do have my coffee this morning. And before everything gets started, I'm doing the routine for my nails that I'm trying to do to see if I can get them to grow out on their own. So I've already put the Orly Nailtrition, which is this, Orly Nailtrition, on my nails all last week. And then I took it off, and then it says after 7 days to take it off and then do it again for another 7 days. It says it's only a 14-day treatment, but I'm probably going to keep putting it on because my nails are still really thin. But now I'm just putting cuticle oil on. That's this. It's the Blossom cuticle oil. That you can get on Amazon. It's like the ones that they have in the nail salons and stuff, and I'm just trying to see if I can get my nails to grow out on my own, because going and having them done, like with acrylics, is expensive, and it's not good for your nails. So I'm gonna see if I can get them to grow out on their own. I was a real big nail biter, and they have, when I had my acrylics on, it looks like they did reattach all the way to the end of my fingers on the nail beds, because they used to not be attached that far down, because like I said, I bit my nails for many, many, many years, until I broke down and paid to have acrylics on and kept them maintained and stuff, and that way my nails would, I couldn't get to my own nails. But last week we really didn't have anything going on too much. That's not why I didn't vlog, though. I didn't vlog because there was just a lot of stuff going on, and I still didn't feel good. But now I'm over it. I'm over the coughing. I'm over the slight fevers. I'm over all of it. I am better. So we're going to be vlogging. Yesterday, sorry, I'm finishing up my left hand here, and then I'll be looking at y'all. Yesterday, I spent most of the day trying to create stickers. I got my sticker paper in the mail. I got glossy sticker paper, which I think I'm finding out was a bad idea, because when I print the page from Cricut Design Space out on my printer and then put it in the Cricut to cut out the sticker sheets, it's not reading the registration marks, and I have to put tape over the registration marks. So I'm thinking glossy sticker paper was not a good idea, and I'm gonna have to go with matte sticker paper with possibly a holographic overlay. I'm guessing that would work. I've tried 2 different types of paper in my machine, and I'm still trying different settings and everything, but yesterday I tried the coffee house sticker sheets that I made, and all of them cut all the way through. So they ended up being die cut stickers, and they're not very big. So, because I was trying to put like 6 or 7 stickers per sheet, because this is the size of the sticker sheets I want. These are the teacher sticker sheets that I made. However, as you can see, these also cut, some of them, all the way through. So I think I have to go in and adjust the settings on the paper. Putting tape over the registration marks is not that big of a thing. I don't know that I could reuse the tape. So I'm just using like Scotch tape and just putting Scotch tape over the corner registration marks where the Cricut reads the corners of the page. So today I'm probably going to mess with that some more. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Probably going to mess with that some more, because I did find a video where the person in the video said what she changed and what the settings were that she changed them to. So I might go change the settings on the paper and see if that'll work, or add a new material. If I can add a new material, I'll just add this glossy sticker paper. Maybe duplicate one of the ones that's there and rename it, so I don't, you know, mess with one of the ones that's already in the system. And then I can mess around with the pressure settings and everything like that. But I also got a corner punch. It's got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. However, 2 of them are the same, I noticed. 2 of them are the same. So this one where the handle is and this one right here are both 10 millimeter. So I don't know why that is, but the other ones are, I think, 4 and 7. Yeah, 4, yeah, and 7 millimeter. Oh, my boyfriend just texted me telling me he got to work. Hang on, let me text him back real quick. Give me 1 second. So yeah, I don't know why the corner punch has that, but hang on. Okay, sorry. I was just telling him what was on the menu for dinner tonight, and let me know later if we needed to change it. So, I might also work on bookmarks today. I need to download some of the printable templates from the PLR membership that I'm in. That way I can put those up, the digital files and stuff. I need to work on getting those in, and then work on changing them. The color schemes and whatnot to, you know, get multiple options listed. And I need to start making some sales, y'all, because tomorrow, and then I have 1 more unemployment check, and I still have no job. I have been looking for a job since October. I last week applied for a new position that opened up at my old employer. Not in the same department, a different department. And then I also applied for a virtual vacation planner position at Carnival. So, and I'd sent in my interview and everything, and we will see how that goes. Speaking of which, I need to open my emails because I need to check my emails. But other than that, that is what I have on the plan for today. I need to apply for some more jobs, figure out the sticker sheet situation, figure out the bookmark situation, download the printables, Etsy listings on all of it, and figure out if I'm going to use this planner or just keep using my regular planner, because a while back my boyfriend gave me this one, but it only has the week. So this is only for like weekly stuff, which on the weekends I really don't use my planner anyway, because I try to get all my stuff done during the week and I try not to work on the weekends. But I'm going to have to probably start working on the weekends because it has big picture projects, notes, Monday through Friday, home life, and one thing for yourself right here. So it just doesn't have a weekly thing. I think he got this when he was working as a manager at Target or something. I don't know. But I like it. It doesn't have the weekend. Sorry. And I think it's mainly meant for, like, to use for job 9-to-5 job stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I can figure out how to incorporate it. I have no idea. So, but I did redo my planner yesterday. Figure out some sheet sizes, some new sheet sizes. I got my new paper in the mail, or in the Amazon. So this is one size, and I know it's got crop marks on it. I'm still trying to figure out the sizing and whatnot. But this is the daily check-in page. So it's got your mood, your water, meals, exercise, grateful, and notes. And then the actual to-do page. And I have a disc puncher, because that's the system I like. So this is the planner page, and it's got your to-do list, your day, the weather, priorities, reminders, and appointments. So I like this format. I just need to figure out the sizing issue, because I don't like seeing the crop marks on the page. So we will figure that mess out, because I'm thinking if I put the crop marks on one of the pages, I don't need to put them on the other page. And I'm thinking I will leave them on the page that's the daily planner and take them off of the daily check-in page, because the daily planner has more stuff on it. The planner page has more stuff on it. And so that page ends up being wider. I just got an update from the weather app on my phone, something about storms, so we'll look at that in a second. So, but I need to go fill out my check-in page from yesterday and make my list for today, drink my coffee. I need to watch a YouTube video, tips and tricks for Etsy stuff and whatnot. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna drink my coffee, and I have about an hour and 15 minutes until I have to go wake up the puppies. So we will get all of that done. And then once we wake them up and feed them, then I can start on my actual day. So I will talk to y'all later. As you know, I may or may not come back and give you an update later today. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not, to be honest, but I always try to, but sometimes it just doesn't happen because I get busy. So, but if I don't see you later today, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one, and I will see you in the next. Good morning, everyone. Today is April 23rd. It is 5:30 in the morning. I have been on and off awake since about 4, and I do have my coffee already, though. Today is sorry, I'm opening some windows on my computer here. It's been crunch time, but today I'm buckling down again with my Etsy shop and applying for more jobs. I have gotten some digital items done for the Etsy shop that are printable. Sorry. Digital items that once purchased can be edited and printed by the purchasers. So those are gonna get listed today. And yeah, I put my hair up this morning. I always put my hair up. I don't know why I said that. I always put my hair up. And I am going to be doing some magnetic bookmarks and still trying to figure out the teacher sticker situation, because I wanted to make sticker sheets, but the Cricut is still cutting through all the layers, and so I end up with individual stickers instead of sticker sheets. But I think part of it might be because I do not have a laminate placed over the top of these. Any sort of like laminated sheet placed over the top of them. I just have the sticker sheet because I got the glossy sticker sheet, and I probably should have gotten the matte sticker sheet and then put the laminate on top, which would have made it thicker to where I can follow the YouTube videos better. Because I'm having to mess with the settings and everything like that. So, but I'm still working on it, because the glossy sticker sheets, I might not have to put a laminate over, and they very well could be waterproof. I have to test it. I have to put the sticker on something, and then see, it just peels away from the backing like this. I have to put the sticker on something and then with the water to see how that goes. But in any case, I've got some notes from some YouTube videos that I watched yesterday about the Etsy shop and how to get, 100 sales in your first 30 days. I have my personal planner that I kind of veered off course from yesterday. And then I think I'm going to use this planner that I showed you yesterday. This one. Hang on, let me turn the page to where it's a blank page. This planner that I showed you yesterday, I think I'm going to use that for social media. That way I can plan out kind of how to post things and whatnot. And then I'll just keep my, business and personal house stuff on my other planner, the Happy Planner size planners. So, all right, well, I know it's only been about 3.5 minutes this morning. I do need to get busy though and not sit here and ramble. So yeah, I need to get started on this stuff. So I will maybe check back in. It's raining right now outside. It's raining. It's been raining since I don't know when. And one of the dogs accidentally got left in the living room last night instead of being put in the bedroom with us. Hang on. I'm having to go in and claim and do my unemployment payment real quick. No. Hang on. Yes. No, I did not turn down Jenny job offer or referral because I got none. Yes. Submit. Okay. All right. So that's done. That means I have almost one full payment left on my unemployment. And then it runs out. And I don't have a job. Yay. And I have been working on Etsy shop stuff and looking for a job literally since October. And the Etsy stuff is not, it's not happening. I'm trying real hard. So, I'm trying. And it's just not And I don't know why, because I've never gone this long without a job unless it was on purpose. Claim and payment status. Okay, so that is last week. So yeah, I have this week's, the check for the last 2 weeks, and then I have almost one full check left, and then that's it. And then unemployment's done. And I read somewhere in Texas that if you don't have a job, you can get extended benefits, but knowing my luck and how things go anytime I apply for any sort of help, I'm not going to get them. So we shall see. I have no idea. So I'm going to sit here and drink my coffee and apply for some more jobs on the Workforce Commission's website and on Flex Jobs, because I did go ahead and pay for it for a month after my 2 free weeks. That way I can keep looking for remote work. That way I can be here at the house, as well as other jobs on Indeed. And so, yeah, we will see how that goes. We will see what happens. I will keep all updated, and I wish y'all a very good day. I hope the weather is good where you are, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. So, hello. It is 12:47, let's just say 1 o'clock. And Dobby is still over my shoulder. Same day, April 23rd, Wednesday. And I have come to a realization. After having a massive meltdown by myself here in this house this morning, as you can tell, my eyes are still red. I had applied for some jobs, one at the company I used to work for and one at Carnival Cruise Lines. Have not heard back from Carnival yet. Found there are jobs out there. I am still applying for jobs. I requested my penultimate payment from the Workforce Commission today. So in 2 weeks, I have my last payment of unemployment. What am I going to do after that? I have absolutely no idea. I'm hoping that what I read online is true and I will be receiving notice or can call into the Workforce Commission and apply for extended benefits. That's what I read. Maybe that's the case. I'm not sure. But if it is not the case and Texas does not allow extended unemployment benefits, I have no idea how I'm going to keep the bills paid. None whatsoever. So, the last week and 3 days, including today, but today's not done, so 2.5 days, has been me trying to design product to put in my Etsy shop. Digital product that will run in the background without me having to do anything, because it is digital downloads. It is printable stickers and, printable notepads and digital things that buyers can download, purchase from my shop, download immediately, edit if they want or need to, and then print out at their own home. I won't have to produce anything. Now, are some of these things going to then in turn have options that I'm going to produce? Yes, because I like to do that kind of thing. I like to make stickers and notepads and everything else by hand. I like that. So they will have the options of physical, tangible goods that I will produce and send out. However, in like a bound form or in sticker sheets or individual stickers or whatever. However, immediate, fastest, get it up online is to produce digital things that buyers can immediately download via the link that Etsy sends them or whatever, and they can customize it. They can turn around and print it out themselves. I just realized it's a little warm in this house because it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I think I saw the thermostat was on 74, so I might kick it down 1 notch and at least let the AC come on for a tad. So that is the plan. I still have not figured out if it is possible to list digital items on TikTok Shop. I have to do some research into that. So that can be a thing. if I cannot list digital items on TikTok Shop, then TikTok Shop will have the physical, tangible, you can touch it, purchase it for me, and I will make it and send it to you items. So, because TikTok Shop is, I don't know the word I'm looking for. I don't want to say better. I don't want to say worse. I just want to say different from Etsy. But I have to list things in my shop in order to fully be a business account on TikTok. So I have to at least list one thing. So I think I'm going to try to list the work pad, the planning pad, the teacher notepad that I made for my daughter's assistant, and get that listed. That way I can, I can reproduce that. I have the paper, I have the supplies, I can reproduce that fairly quickly and inexpensively and mail that out. So, but I do have a list still on, I still need to figure out the sticker sheet thing. I tried it yesterday. I thought I got it right, but nope. All the teacher stickers ended up printing out, and I literally could pull them off the backing. Like, I could detach each individual sticker from the sheets. And these are all of the teacher stickers. These are going to my daughter's assistant as individual stickers, not as a sticker sheet like I wanted. But I will figure out the sticker sheet issue. I just need to play around with the settings and the materials. And I think it has something to do with the fact that I got glossy paper and not matte paper. And if I get the matte sticker paper, I need to cover it in like a laminated sheet to make it thicker. So when the Cricut cuts it out, it doesn't cut all the way through. I'm not sure. I still have to figure this part out. And no matter what video I've watched or what I've read online, that part is trial and error, because it's not vinyl, it's not anything else, it's a sticker sheet. So I went in and adjusted the numbers on some of the material that's in there. So I have to figure out, like, do I need to adjust them down more? Do I need to do this, that, or the other? I need to cancel the Cricut Access because I have it through the 3rd of next month free, but the only thing I think I was going to use it for is the create sticker option. And I'm actually creating the stickers in Canva and then, uploading the files into Design Space. So I don't need Cricut Access on top of having because I have Canva Pro. So, I'm sorry. I have this thing on the side of my nose and it's been bugging me for like weeks. But, so that's what, something else I need to do. I need to write it on my list actually, because I need to cancel the Cricut Access. That way I will still have access to it through the 3rd of May, but then I won't get charged. I'm sorry. Sorry. I couldn't really sleep last night. I couldn't fall asleep last night. Once I finally fell asleep, which I think was about midnight, I ended up waking up at 4 to give Beans her medicine, and then 4:30 to put my boyfriend's lunch in his, lunchbox and get him out the door at 5, I think it was. And then I was up from that on. So if you want to count the half hour, I didn't really fall asleep from 4 to 4:30. You can say that I got up at about 5. But I really didn't fall back asleep. So 4 o'clock it is. I've been awake since 4 o'clock. I've been awake almost, well, let's see, 12. I've been awake 8 hours already today. So, but, sorry. After the meltdown I had, my eyes are itchy and I can't hardly see. And I just feel like I need to rub them. But, I am working on downloading ready-made printables to list in my Etsy shop from a membership that I have. I'm going to see how many. I have a lot of them downloaded. I might just do this for a month and download like everything I can download, because it's like $15 a month, cancel anytime. And if I don't have steady source of income. I can't continue to pay for that. But I did pay for 1 month, so I'm like downloading literally everything that they have listed and saving it so I can go in and adjust the colors and the fonts and everything else and reproduce and make them myself and everything like that. So, but yes, so that's what we're doing. That is the plan for the rest of today, at least till 3:30, and then I'm going to shut it down, because then that's when my boyfriend starts driving home from work, and we're having chicken tacos for dinner tonight. Soft tacos, corn tortillas, the little tiny street tacos. Sorry. So yeah, I've already taken the chicken out. I took the chicken fajita meat out this morning. It's the pre-seasoned chicken fajita meat, if you live in Texas, that H-E-B sells. I took it out of the freezer this morning. It is in a pan on the top of the stove. It is still cold. I just checked it a few minutes ago when I was in the kitchen. And I will probably, in the next hour or so, go put it in the refrigerator so it doesn't warm up. But that is the plan for the rest of today. Because this morning I spent solely applying for jobs. That's all I did from about 9 o'clock to 12 for 3 solid hours. I updated my resume because I had sent it in to Flex Jobs for a review. They had given me some ideas on things to change. So I changed things and re-uploaded it, applied for some jobs, went to Career Builder, Monster, everything, you know, all these other, back to Indeed, all the websites, re-uploaded the new resume and applied for jobs for 3.5, solid hours. So this afternoon is going to be Etsy shop stuff, and that way we can get these things listed with the help of ChatGPT to create the listing descriptions and, you know, SEO tags and everything. I need to move you. Hold on. I need to scoot you just a little bit. There we go. But I have found that, thank goodness, I'm just going to say this right now. Thank goodness I am pretty computer savvy at my age. I'm just going to put that out there, because ChatGPT is helping me with so many things in regards to listing stuff on Etsy. ChatGPT is coming up with all my descriptions for my listings. It's coming up with the SEO tags. It's coming up with titles. It's coming up with everything. And it is so easy to use. So easy to use. The AI that is now incorporated into Canva created the new logo for my Etsy shop by itself. I told it what I wanted, and it created like 3 or 4 options, and I could hit generate more, and it would just continue to generate as long as I kept hitting generate more. And then you can click on one, open it in the editor, change things, move things around. So that's what I did. And I have renamed my Etsy shop. I'm going to rename some of the socials in regards to the Etsy shop, because even though fiber arts is my #1 passion, and I love crocheting and creating things for people, stationery and printables and digital printables and, you know, digital items and stickers and notepads and that is my second love. So that is what I'm focusing the Etsy shop on. And I have renamed the Etsy shop Flamingo Scribbles. Tell me you won't remember that name, Flamingo Scribbles. Why flamingo? Because I love mingos. I love mingos so much. This is a little mingo that I got from the Texas State Aquarium in Corpus a few years ago. And it's my favoriteest Tybini baby ever. I don't think it has a name. Does it have a name? Hang on. We're going to look. Gilda. I like to tell jokes and act really silly. I am funnier than my big brother Billy. This is Gilda. She's my mingo. I have flamingo earrings that I bought in Roatan. I have a flamingo necklace with an oyster pearl in it that I got in Corpus the last time we went. I love mingos. When we went to Costa Maya and they had the flamingos, I have so many pictures of the flamingos. I love flamingos just because they are so pretty. And they're so like hilarious when they walk and they're in a group. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Cut to me. So I didn't realize that this was copyrighted music and it muted it out. So I had to go in and record a voiceover. This clip is them walking to Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles. And it's just the funniest thing that you've ever seen. I found this on TikTok and I laugh every time. About 2 years old when I see them, because if I saw the group of flamingos in Costa Maya and the first thing I did was yell, "Mingos!" It's like my, you know, when we drive by anywhere, we're driving down the road and I see a Starbucks, I have to announce it. If I see a fire truck, if I hear a fire truck, I have to announce it. I see a cow. Sorry, I got mingo fur up my nose. If we're driving and we pass a field that we've passed 1,000,000 times and we see the same cows every time, I will announce the cows. I will announce the cows. I will announce the Starbucks, fire trucks, Mingos, all of it. It's my thing. So, I love Mingos. So my new Etsy shop name, Flamingo Scribbles. Flamingo, obvious. Scribbles, because it's stationery and things you write on and that sort of thing. So, things you can scribble on. Sorry, I'm putting Gilda back where she belongs on my over here. So, and we were in Hobby Lobby the other day and I saw a giant metal flamingo and the wing was like a wind spinner thingy. I almost bought it. However, if I put it out in my yard in the neighborhood where we live, it will get stolen. It will get stolen. I used to have solar lights on my driveway. Within 6 months of me moving in here, they were gone. Thank goodness they were not expensive. Hobby Lobby also has flamingo umbrellas that when it's upside down, it sits on a foot and the handle is the head. Kind of like Mary Poppins umbrella, but a flamingo. There's so many flamingo things at Hobby Lobby. I could go absolutely crazy, but I'm off on a tangent. So, Flamingo Scribbles is the new name of my Etsy shop, simply because that's the tag on my sweater, by the way, back here. That's the tag on my sweater. Simply because I love flamingos, and it's going to be things you can scribble or write or draw or whatever on. So I thought ChatGPT helped me come up with it. And it helped me come up with a color palette and font recommendations and everything. So we've got a whole brand going in Canva for Flamingo Scribbles. Not to say there won't be potentially some fiber art stuff on there, some crocheted, some knitted, machine knitted. Sorry, I don't knit by hand. I can't do it. I'm not coordinated enough. Some crocheted or machine knitted items. There are some listed on there right now. I have some crocheted items that I do need to list on the Etsy shop. However, that's going to take a backseat until I get all of these digital items printed, and then I can go and create content and posts and everything all in Canva to post on Instagram and Facebook, my Facebook page for the business, and TikTok, and all of that stuff, all of those social media posts I can create in Canva. And so that is why I feel passionate about having a Canva Pro account and not necessarily needing Cricut Design Space anymore, because Canva Pro is going to be able to do, is doing everything I needed to do for my Etsy shop. I've closed down To-Do or however you say it. I've closed that down. I cannot keep up with more than 2 things, and I'm going to do TikTok Shop and Etsy. Yes, I know Etsy charges fees, and it's a lot of people on Etsy, and that is fine. I figure if there's people in Etsy, it's more established, and I will get people noticing my stuff because I'm going to have premium graphics and nice listings and good quality items. So, I also have some notes in my book here for the steps I need to take, and I'm just going to take the steps in a super quick order to get all of this listed and put up, and hopefully start getting some orders to where I can start making an income passively with the digital items, and then actively with the physical, tangible, touch and feel items, the notepads that, you know, I can make and send out, that sort of thing. Because not everybody wants to print their own notepads. Just saying. and I like handmade stuff too. So I do need to find some graphics for a couple of the sticker sets that I downloaded, because I don't think I accidentally didn't download the graphics, the listing graphics. So, and in doing that, I have found more stickers that I didn't download. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to hop off, spend the next probably 2.5, 3 hours really cranking out things into my Etsy shop, and we're going to get this going. I'm going hard and fast with the Etsy shop. I'm getting stuff uploaded as quickly as possible, created and uploaded and listed, in the whole 9 yards. So here we go. I will talk to y'all in the next one. The next update probably won't be until tomorrow morning, because I'm really going to be going hard on Etsy today, Canva, everything like that. So I thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you the next time I check in. Bye. Good morning, everyone. I am vlogging today. It is Thursday, April something, 24th, 25th, I think. And you're on a weird angle because I am on the walking pad, and I was about to get it started and then realized I hadn't vlogged anything yet this morning. And it is 9:30. So there has been a series of unfortunate events, to say the least, in the search for a job. I am still applying. I am still getting no response from anyone that I am applying with. And the few responses that I have got were basically thanks, but no thanks. So I am still applying for jobs. I didn't, so I'm going to focus on still applying and still trying to build my Etsy shop and vlogging and social media and all of the things, to where hopefully I can find some sort of something to bring in some income. So, because I have the payment I'm receiving today or tomorrow, and then one more payment of approximately $600 and something in 2 weeks. And I just checked with the Workforce Commission, and the Texas Workforce Commission has informed me that extended benefits are not available at this time because the state unemployment rate is not above 6.5%. I have a house and bills. So I'm not going to harp on that any longer, though. My focus going forward is to keep applying for jobs, keep sending out my resume. Unfortunately, in this day and age, you can't call the companies to check on things because everything's done via computer. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to go hard and fast on the Etsy shop and seeing if I can't get some sales, posting all of that on my social media to drive people to my Etsy shop that has now been renamed Flamingo Scribbles. I told you about that yesterday. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to get on this walking pad and watch as much of Deepwater Horizon as I can to get some steps in. It is the warm-up week of the step bet that I just joined. Don't worry, the money was already in my step bet account from the last one that I had won. So I just used that money and reinvested it basically into a new step bet. But if I don't get something soon, I'm going to have to start closing some things down, which means no more Canva Pro, which means I have to use the free stuff to list on my Etsy shop and everything like that. So I have to figure this out, turning off streaming services, and which isn't going to matter if I have no income coming in. So, I'm going to post my Linktree and my Etsy shop information in the description box below, as well as Bendable. That is another passive income website that I am a part of. It has not generated anything yet, but people are looking at the lists that I have up. So I need to go back and update some more stuff onto some of those lists as well. But all of that information will be in the description box below. So I will see y'all later. I'm gonna get this walk going, y'all. Thanks. Bye. Good morning, lovely people. I don't know why my phone's doing something weird. Anyway, today's Friday, April 25th, and I, about 5:40 in the morning, again, have been awake since earlier than now, and I'm about to take my vitamins and stuff, but, okay, I've got something wrong with my left eye. Either that or it's sympathy for Brandon's left eye bothering him right now. Either way, my left eye's bugging the stuff out of me. Yes, I have a bump in my hair because I had my headphones on a minute ago. But today is Friday, so today's grocery day. Today's the day we go to the store. So at some point today, I have to make the grocery list and go through the coupons on the H-E-B app to figure out, you know, what's out there and go from there. Also today is another day of, sorry, my nose, buckling down with stuff on the Etsy list, getting things listed and whatnot on Etsy. I did sorry, I feel like I have to sneeze and I don't want to sneeze. I did an invitation for my parents' golden wedding anniversary yesterday for my mom to send out to everyone, or for her. Actually, she's going to upload it into the evite.com website, or I already uploaded it, and she's going to send it out. Sorry. So that's done. I need to work on getting the birthday invitations and whatnot uploaded to the Etsy shop, the graphics uploaded, getting the listings created, everything like that. And then I still need to figure out what's wrong with the sticker sheet. I have some other ideas, like changing the paper type from the sticker paper to maybe like washi paper, is what some people have said worked. So I'm going to try to change the paper type and see what works. I hate using all of the sticker paper to figure out what's going to work. And part of it, I still want to say, is because I got the glossy sticker paper instead of the matte sticker paper with the laminates to put over the top. So that could still be the reason as well. But I also have a pack of glossy sticker paper here now that I can't return because I've used part of it. Sorry about my eye. Doesn't help that I did my skincare this morning and part of it is under eye stuff, and so now my left eye is watering like crazy. But that's really the only plans I have today. Still applying for jobs. I did go apply for another position that opened up at the place I used to work at. It's basically doing exactly what I was doing before, just for a lower rate of pay, because one of the people in that department is the one that got the position I applied for a few days ago. So I went on the company's website and applied for basically my old job back, except minus the team lead responsibilities, and it's for a lower rate of pay, which any income right now is income, so anything is good. But and then I called my old boss and told her, hey, I applied for that position, and she was like, okay, I'll let so-and-so know. Sorry. So I'm hoping that because I applied on their website and I called her, that kind of might give me a leg up on the competition, because I already know the systems. It's only been 6 months since I've been gone. I still know everything about the job. It's all still tucked up in here in the brain. They basically wouldn't have to train me. And they're basically hiring me back for cheaper. So it's a win-win for them. They have somebody who knows the systems, who's already been in that position, and you're hiring her back for cheaper. Why wouldn't they hire me back? That's the place that's only about 10 minutes or so from my house, so That's always a plus because I could still come home at lunch and take care of the dogs. If I do get that position, I'm more than likely going to have to start over as far as, you know, anything goes, as far as the hybrid schedule or anything like that. So you know, it would be 90 days before I would be able to be working from home 2 days a week, etc., etc. So, and then that kind of throws a kink in the plans for next year for the cruise, because I don't know how much vacation I would have come that time. So I might not, you know, I have no idea. So I'm still going to work the Etsy shop and post, you know, when I put new things up on the Etsy shop. So hopefully once I get that, you know, to where I can crank out the digital downloads and designs and list them, I basically just have a format that I can follow and duplicate the listing and change out the pictures, etc., etc. So I still do want to make the physical notepads as well, but I think the physical stuff I might end up having to sell on TikTok Shop, because I still haven't figured out how to list digital, like downloadable things on TikTok Shop. I still have to do that research as well, but I want to get everything up on the Etsy shop first. So listing digitals might take a back seat on TikTok for a little while. I have one physical item I can list on my TikTok shop, and that might be the one thing that goes up to get the actual shop open, and we can go from there. So, and then I need to get names changed on all my social stuff. Well, not all of my social stuff. I'm still going to have the journey with Diane because I'm still going to vlog and show behind the scenes and stuff like that. But the actual Etsy shop has changed names, like I've said a couple of times. It is now Flamingo Scribbles. And everybody that I've told thinks it's just absolutely adorable. So the Etsy shop is changing. Everything else might stay Journey with Diane. So we'll go from there. The TikTok page, the Instagram, all of that might still stay Journey with Diane. So, but I do need to go make sure that all of that is changed. I need to go change the links in my link tree that's in my TikTok bio, etc., etc. So that's going to be, I might end up doing that like this weekend or something. So, because that's just computer work. So, but all right. I have yammered on for long enough. I'm going to get off and get started on my day. I drink my coffee. I still need to get some stickers to put on here. I think that might be what I test the next material setting on the Cricut with, is the coffee stickers that sticker pages I designed. So we'll go from there. So I will check back in later. I did get on the walking pad yesterday. I did re-engineer the gap in the phone holder to where I can plug my charger cord into my phone while it's in the phone holder, because there was a tiny gap, but it wasn't big enough for me to stick my charger cord in there while the phone was in the phone holder. So got that fixed yesterday. So now while the phone is in the phone holder on the walking pad, I can plug it into the charger that's in the wall right there beside the walking pad. So, but that is it. My nails are still doing okay. They're still kind of long. The pink is that Nailtrition. I'm on week 2. I might just keep putting this on it, honestly, until I feel they're strong enough to actually like be without a polish or anything. So the Nailtrition might be just staying on the nails for a while. So, but that's the Nailtrition that's made by Orly. So that's this. I picked it up at Ulta. I think it was like $15, but I barely have used any of it. It's like still way up here. So you can see the level. I've barely used any of it, even though I've been using it for almost 2 weeks. So, but yeah, that's it. So I'm going to hop off here and get my day started, and I will see you back later if I pop in for a check-in. Bye.